If you like your history served with a generous helping of Datasari, then look no further than the Histories by Herodotus. This epic tells the story of the Greco-Persian Wars from the Persian king's decision to invade Greece in 492 BC up until the Persian king's son getting his ass kicked at the Battle of Marathon. In 490 BC, Herodotus wrote about everything. He wrote about the geography, the people, the culture, the art, the religion, the economy, the government, the military, basically. If you wanted to know something about ancient Greece or Persia, chances are Herodotus wrote about it, and he did all of this in the name of making a great big universal history, a history that encompassed the whole world. And what makes it so badass, apart from the battles and the politics and intrigue, is that Herodotus collected these histories to prevent the Greeks from forgetting what they had done. And he also wrote them to show how the Greeks and the Persians got to be such bitter enemies. In fact, when you read the histories, it's hard not to feel like Herodotus is some kind of one-man Greek propaganda machine. But don't worry, because history, even Greek history, is complicated enough without having to worry about bias, so just keep that in mind as you read. And to help you keep things in perspective, here's a little advice. First, realize that Herodotus was writing for an audience that was familiar with Greek culture and history, but not necessarily Persian. So if you're reading this book and you feel like Herodotus is making assumptions about, say, how a king should behave or the purpose of going to war, then he probably was. Second, recognize that Herodotus wasn't just a historian, he was also a storyteller. The Histories is full of digressions, stories within stories, and long descriptions of everything from the Olympic Games to the Egyptian ritual of hating the Persians. So if you're looking for a straightforward narrative, you might be disappointed, but if you're willing to go along for the ride, then strap in because Herodotus is gonna take you for one hell of a journey. Just remember to bring your own mental health insurance because this ride is gonna be a little bumpy. Trust me. Now, before you go storming off to war with the Greeks, you should probably know that there's more to Herodotus's histories than meets the eye. Sure, it's got all the makings of a classic adventure story, brave Greeks fighting the evil Persians, but it's also got some pretty messed up stuff, too. Like the whole section where Herodotus describes the brutal Battle of Thermopylae, where the Spartans and their allies fought to the death against the Persians. Yeah, that's the one that made me cry.